as my actors variously assemble.
They'll show up eventually, I'm sure.
Yes. So today, as soon as my actors appear, we will be playing a farce much as we did last year. Those of you who attended, it was the adventures of a winter warrior in the lands of summer. This year we flip it around a little bit in order to discuss a mythical adventure of love and honor and other things between couples of spring and autumn. The plot. Romantic love is sweet. Romantic love is amazing. Romantic love is the ultimate that we might hope to aspire to. But romantic love is incredibly boring to anyone not in romantic love. So this play is not about romantic love, but rather when it doesn't quite work out. My dramatis personae, or the characters of this play, include two men of autumn. Wrench and Hyacinth. In addition, I have two women of spring. Princess Guava and Lady Filet Mignon.
God.
In addition, I have two impish spirits of the woods. One is the ever-popular Pluck, and I have also the queen of the spirit creature, Queen the Marshmallow Song. Yes, this will work fine.
Audience.
Let's see, I need my other two players. Very well, we'll start with the area of the plot. Well, we still assemble. Yes. Okay, let me have this. Hyacinth, man of autumn, loves Lady Filet Mignon. Who also loves him, which is good. Lord Wrench and Princess Guava, is that right, might love each other, but neither will admit it to themselves, each other, or anyone else. Both couples will find themselves in the woods for various reasons, where they encounter confusion in the form of the trickster spirit, Pluck and Queen the Marshmallow Song. And let me see where the rest of my players are. We'll begin in just a moment. I'm somebody who will be here of my players. Right. It appears that as though I will need a female volunteer from the audience.
Okay then.
Come on up. That's okay. And I will need. You know who would be awesome for this? Be that goldfish.
You volunteer.
Aww. Huzzah.
And what is your name?
Violet.
Yeah. And your name? Rebecca. And your name? Excellent. So we have our players for this
Okay.
Now, while I get them ready for their roles, I'm going to ask for you to pass some cards around and this pen, and to please write down some questions, one question per person, that you would consider asking someone to know about themselves or about a relationship or their feelings or their actions within a relationship. Knock yourselves out. And don't worry, I will filter what comes back. All right.
I'm sensitive.
Is that yours?
This is gonna end well.
This is my first.
Perfect.
Oh, I would love to.
It's a blanket. Thanks to pull this.
Melody, will you be Princess Guava?
Aw, she gets to be Princess Guava.
It's all good fun, sir. So
I will.
Princess Queen Money.
She is going to be Queen. Now, I will tell you what I will call out what you're doing, and then you act it out. Very well.
I'll watch.
Continue. Very good, sir.
I'm just glad I wasn't too late to see it.
Deep in the woods, the mischievous trickster spirit Pluck was being addressed by his queen, the Marshmallow Song, concerning mortals in the woods.
I'm a springling?
No, you're Pluck.
You're a queen. I heard him say queen. I
You're
didn't
the
hear
spirit
springling.
queen.
Oh.
Oh no, she's the
No,
spirit
I'm
queen.
the spirit queen.
She's the spirit queen. You are, yeah, you are, no, you are,
Yeah, she's Pluck.
yeah, you're Pluck. You're a spirit creature, not a springling.
Alright. You sure?
I'm positive.
Alright, I'm not.
You're okay. I am not going to make you feel poorly about this.
I already feel poorly.
Oh, well, then
well,
I have no help for that. Deep in the woods, the mischievous trickster spirit Pluck was being addressed by her queen, concerning mortals in the woods, the spring season, and the tendency of the natural world and mortals to love. Oh, by the way, Queen, the Marshmallow Song, has a nervous tick.
Yes.
That tick means that she has to act out in her own impression the Marshmallow Song at sudden and random intervals for dramatic or comedic effect.
I don't know if
That's pretty! Yes,
In
that's my queen. Yes.
their discussion, Pluck told her queen her theory about mortal lovers.
My theory about mortal love
Relationships, I think.
is they need to be mortal and they need to be in love.
And that is, she told her queen actually her other theory about mortal lovers.
My other theory. I'm sorry, I thought you wanted my first theory.
As those who love completely complicate the simple and beautiful and all-encompassing nature of love with the real world. Naturally, this being a spirit creature, she did this in the lyrical verse of spirit creatures, that is to say, the limerick form.
Mortals are.
very nice.
You want to pull out them?
It
You
is,
want to put anything on?
it is a tale of a maiden and a knight who saw each other in delight. He offered his honor, she honored her offer. It was honor and offer all night.
The queen then ventured her own opinion, stating her belief that it was in fact from the complications of the mortal world that true romantic love arises, and that when mortals love despite the complexity, that is the reason for the greatness of their love.
It could also be marshmallows.
Very well.
But Pluck disagreed.
No, I'm sorry, I disagree.
The queen disagreed with her disagreement.
I'll turn you into a marshmallow.
I'll agree then.
And things looked ugly
Yes.
for a moment or two.
Yes, I did.
No, dear.
Look at me.
I will not look good as a marshmallow.
But then the queen said that she would indulge rather in a wager to settle the matter of who was right.
No. A wager for my marshmallow song. Marshmallow song. And marshmallows? Yes, we can have a wager for marshmallows.
She then instructed Pluck to wait until the mortals would come into the woods, and then to cast a spell to make them go to sleep. While they slept, he would use the power of a potion bottle of Snapple to place a love spell upon the mortal, the male mortal, who would cause him to love the first woman that he then laid eyes upon. And of course, Pluck would then move the female with him away, so as to substitute another. The spirits would then follow what transpired when the male awoke and saw another than his original love. In this way, they would settle the philosophical bet between them.
I have a
To
very
know,
sneaky plan.
to know if mortals made love complex, or if complexity makes mortal love.
It gets
She,
complicated.
of course, did this in limerick form.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Oh dear, here's the next one.
The queen.
With or without marshmallow?
Oh, your turn. Ah.
Queen. I'm not sure if it's something
Bangs. Bangs.
Thanks.
Bangs.
in my. I don't want to know about that. Or
Wow.
two-handed axe, kind of.
Rentals.
Rental,
Rentals.
rental,
Ah,
rental,
ah. Oh, that was dentals because it rhymes.
I'm not sure if it bangs in my dentals or two-handed axe kind of rentals, or if it's the spikes the men do not like when I try grasping their fundamentals.
My queen.
Marshmallows! That's what their fundamentals are like.
Oh, really?
The deal thus struck. The queen left, and Pluck went into hiding to watch for mortals coming into the woods.
I'll hide over here.
Hide behind the narrator.
Run away, run away.
Hide.
One fine day in spring.
Some later.
I'm hiding.
I apologize.
Ah.
Very plucky today.
Wait.
One fine day in spring, the romantic lovers, Hyacinth and Princess Lady Filet Mignon,
That's me.
yes, found themselves in the woods seeking a quiet place to pledge their troth to one another. Hyacinth was a passionate man, flowery, but in a manly way, of course, and sincere in his love.
That's not very manly.
Lady Filet Mignon was demure and naive, but romantic in the extreme, and quite swept off her feet by her dashing, handsome, and frankly fabulous lover. Inspired by the beauty of the natural world coming to life around them, and by the love they shared one with the other, Hyacinth fell to one knee to declaim in verse his absolute love for the lady.
Now I know I had this written down somewhere.
Somewhere.
Can you find it?
Searching. Searching. Searching.
Love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Good luck. Good luck.
Aww.
Oh, dear.
Oh, you almost had it.
Yay. He got it.
And then I heard you call my name. Your healing hand soothed away my pain. And I could hear you whispering, you'll be alright. And you brought your dawn to my endless night. You are my light in the darkness. You stand beside me. You take my hand and show me the way. You're here to guide me. Give me strength that I need. Give me shelter. Give me life. Give me love. You are my lover.
It was very good.
Very nice.
All complimenting.
Oh, my flower.
Lady Filet Mignon, upon hearing the sincere and beautiful declaration of love, wept tears of joy. Then she responded in verse as well.
What? Okay.
Get it.
I hope she can read. A lot of us can't.
Only some of them are typed.
It is important to find a man who finds you attractive. It's important to find a man who makes you laugh. It's important to find a man whom you can trust. It's important to find a man who enjoys being physical with you. All right.
Apparently, it's really funny.
And it's really, really important that none of these men ever meet.
Wait, you have more than one.
Oh look, a squirrel.
The lovers embraced and,
Yay!
they embraced and that was it. Then they fell asleep together in the peaceful wood. That was all that happened.
Thank you.
At this point, Pluck came out of hiding to behold the two in repose.
Look, they sleep standing up like elephants.
With her, she carried a bottle of Snapple, found fortuitously nearby.
It's made of stuff.
And she proceeded to use it to place a love enchantment cast on Hyacinth.
Oh, flower guy. Got it.
Pluck then helped the Lady Guava to her feet and helped her sleepwalk off into the woods.
Guava filet mignon.
Oh, sorry, Lady Filet Mignon. My apologies. Yes, we have now met
Come on,
Princess
stick in your-
Guava.
let's go.
Thank you. Around this time, Lord Wrench and Princess Guava arrived at the spot, having been out on patrol in the woods. You know, together. Because they wanted to be sort of alone together. Patrolling, only. No, really.
It's awkward.
Very awkward.
Anyway, they saw the strange gentleman, and they did what anyone would do in that situation.
You dead yet?
Hyacinth responded in the usual fashion, considering that in fact he was sleeping and not actually dead. As he awoke, the first thing he saw before him was the face of Princess Guava, and he was instantly smitten by the enchantment.
I do believe he's instantly smitten.
But before he could say anything, Lord Wrench asked him why he was in the woods. Had he been attacked? What had happened?
Oi, what are you doing out here?
Well, I fell asleep, and I woke up and I saw this radiant face.
Hyacinth, dazed by the enchantment upon him, though, rose to one knee and now declared his undying love to Princess Guava. In verse.
Oh.
Well, you
better
you
be,
can't give me a script because I know how to read.
She is the one, the golden light, I see her in my dreams. She is to me exactly what she seems. She is the one. Like solstice rain, her heady scent is fresh, her eyes are clear, her lips are dear, her blush is pristine fish baked on flesh. Oh,
Pristine fish baked on fire.
pristine fire baked,
On fish.
banked in flesh.
Actors.
We're actors. You expected me to actually do this properly. She is the one who melts the lump of ice inside my soul, whose heart is the hearth stoked full of smoldering coal. She is the one.
I hear a song in Sadly. By Barry Manilow.
Meanwhile, Princess Guava and Lord Wrench looked at each other, puzzled. Well, this might have been entirely normal behavior for Hyacinth. The target of his love and affection was completely wrong. In fact, it would have been completely and inappropriately wrong had Lord Wrench and the princess actually admitted how much they actually cared about one another. But since they had not, it was merely just a little bit upsetting.
Who passed this way?
Lord Wrench asked rather dryly, where was Lady Filet Mignon, since she and Hyacinth had been seen going off into the woods together?
What that guy said.
I don't know. I don't care.
And indeed, Hyacinth seemed at a loss. Who? What? He seemed more addle-brained than perhaps was normal for him, as he tried to answer the question.
In verse?
Unable to make coherent anything, he declared again that Princess Guava was most certainly the object of both his love and his affection. You, she replied. Lord Wrench and Princess Guava discussed the situation slightly apart from Hyacinth, who waited bravely in his kneeling position, looking for all the world like a puppy dog. They spoke one to the other in a low voice, but which was loud enough for a hypothetical audience to hear.
I think we hit him on the head. Now I fix it.
They decided that since Hyacinth was now clearly enamored of Princess Guava, she should stay with him and lead him back to town, while Lord Wrench would search the woods for the now presumed missing Lady Filet Mignon.
Or, you know, but that guy's
So Hyacinth and Princess Guava began their slow way off stage back to town, while Lord Wrench journeyed onward into the woods. He strode tall and proud and unafraid. Why unafraid? Well, death was his bread and danger his butter. Or was it danger his bread and death his butter? Well, death and danger were his various breads and various butters, so tall and proud and unafraid he was. After a certain time searching, high and low, low and high, he found the sleeping Lady Filet Mignon. I know, I had to find her. His goal achieved, he burst into a happy jig and sang a show-stopping number. Good luck with that.
Jig!
Always look on the bright side of life.
It's sad that everybody in this crowd did that.
Lord Red tried to awaken the sleeping lady, who was none too happy about awakening lost in the woods and without her love.
Oi, wake up!
I'm not happy about waking up in the woods, alone without my love.
In fact, she proceeded to let Lord Wrench know just how distressed she was in a high, shrill voice.
I'm not happy.
Go ahead, you can do it.
I like the foot song. That was
Perfect. Lord Wrench, generally more comfortable with the quiet introspectiveness of Princess Guava, found himself torn between asking Lady Filet Mignon to kindly shut up and to beating her senseless. He chose a careful and diplomatic middle ground, telling her that if she didn't shut up, he'd have to beat her senseless. Together they began the long trek back to town, as Lord Wrench described what had happened when he and Princess Guava had found Hyacinth. But he did this off stage. As they left, Fluff reappeared, emerging from hiding behind a nearby narrator. She chortled with glee.
Chortle.
She then announced that she would immediately find her queen
I'm going to find my queen!
and bring her with him for when all four mortals ended up in the same place together to settle.
And then I'm going to bring her to where these guys are so you can laugh at them. Oh God, my soul's on
But he did this in spirit verse form.
Of limericks, the easiest part is reciting the feeling with smart. You can tweak any word so it rhymes with heard, and everyone thinks that you're smart. Ooh, very nice, very nice. You can sleep anywhere.
He left with his queen. She left with her queen.
Oh, we're leaving now.
Everybody leaves.
Meanwhile, Hyacinth and Princess Guava now stumbled onto stage just outside of town. Hyacinth was still clearly smitten with the princess, who was just as clearly not at all interested, which they mimed to the best of their ability.
Thank you.
Shortly thereafter, Pluck and Queen the Marshmallow Song arrived, but remained hidden in the background watching to see what would occur.
We're hidden over here.
Even more shortly earth. Lady Filet Mignon and Lord Wrench came into the clearing to see Hyacinth miming his protestations of love to the princess. She rushed over to Hyacinth only to be brought up short at the sight of him declaring his love for the princess. The princess, seeing Lady Filet Mignon and realizing the theme that she had arrived on, commented aloud how awkward the situation was. Puck and the Queen took in a deep breath and figuratively held it, expecting their bet to be settled imminently. Hyacinth looked from one love to the other, realizing that he loved them both. What to do? The spirits waited to see which he would choose, as this would settle their bet. Who would he choose? How could he choose? Then Lord Wrench stepped forward with a suggestion.
I have a suggestion!
What's
my suggestion?
Yes, it was a game show format. Now, on to the Almost Wed game.
Oh no. This is gonna end badly.
Hyacinth was drawn off to the side and stuffed his fingers in his ears, and in a low voice said, la 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 la, so he couldn't hear the answers. Of the two ladies.
God.
Lady,
It's gonna end so.
I have questions for you, and how you answer and how he answers. Whoever is the closest to him will be the one who is his love.
Stuffing.
How would you know that he would answer the question, what is your sign? How would he answer?
That's supposed to be.
Leo.
There we go.
How about yield?
How about no? How about stop?
Stop.
Okay, good. How would he answer the question, have you ever been in a Mongolian prison?
How would he answer that?
No.
I certainly hope not.
How would he answer, do you snore too loudly?
I don't know. I'm asleep.
I think so.
You think so? Very good. And how would he answer the question, how old are you? Old. Funny. Very good. Now, of course, we have to find out which of his loves knows him the best. Hyacinths, come forward. We will find out how he answers these questions and see which one comes closest to each of his loves. How, sir, would you answer the question, do you snore while you sleep?
Well, it's a difficult question.
I do not know I am asleep at the time. Fair answer. I score that one for a lady. How old are you? How would you answer that?
Old.
What? How would you answer this question? What is your sign? Come, my good man.
Yield.
We will score that for the princess.
The closest to the princess,
And have you
yes.
ever been in Mongolian prison? How would you answer that?
God, I hope not.
Unfortunately, it's a big tie so far. So we will have to ask the fifth question, which I have here. Go back over there for a moment.
Oh no.
How will he answer the question? Do you come here often? How do you think he will answer? Quite a little. And
Not as often as I'd like.
Very good.
bring him on back. My good man, how would you answer the question? Do you come here often? Yes?
Try again. Love it as you like.
Try again.
Love it as you like.
Try again.
Think of another answer.
No.
Which princess?
No, she's a lady.
The two.
Are you a lady?
I'm lady.
At this time, the mortal soul froze in place as an enchantment was cast
Bye.
by the spirits. The spirits took center stage. They realized that their bet had been settled. In fact, it is complexity that makes mortal love.
That's what I think. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't. I'm sure you're the queen. You win.
And Pluck took the diplomatic outcome, saying that the queen won, whatever the outcome was.
I don't want to be a marshmallow.
The bet thus settled. Pluck took center stage and performed the hopscotch ritual to dispel the enchantment upon Hyacinth.
Hopscotch. There we go.
And the spell was released.
Sailor.
Queen the Marshmallow Song left, content from having won her bet, and she returned to the woods.
Good to be the queen.
Lord Wrench and Princess Guava, realizing that their part in the tale was done, left to return to town together.
Get out of here.
Finally, Hyacinth and Lady Filet Mignon found themselves together and looking around stole off into the woods for some privacy. Pluck remained center stage and recited the final lines of the play.
Get out. Oh, sorry. That's not limericky enough. Oh yeah, this one's better. If any patrons were offended, think instead of insults mended. This was naught but naughty play on bright and pleasant day. A glimpse into long lost art, but ribald rhymes and silly parts. Who likes this stuff? We meant no harm. Of his be certain. And while we made fun before this curtain, if joy and laughter has been had, we end this play with feelings glad. And now it falls to me, dear friends, for this rhyme this finally ends. Get out.
Very long.
Thank you. My actors can come forward to take their bows.